Hi everyone, this is Evan. I'm out at the airport, obviously not in the airplane, but I am heading over to Straight Flight to check it out. They are installing the STOL kit, the short takeoff or landing kit, and they've had it a couple days. I just want to check in and visit the airplane and see how they're doing. So here we go over to Straight Flight. I'm Evan Anderman, a geologist, photographer, and pilot based in Denver, Colorado. Come with me as I discover new ways to look at the environment.
Going east, 6 Mike 8, thank you.
Looking good. Then they have to glue these things on there, little foam spacers, before they put the sheet metal on there. It's just on there temporarily. Of course they have to cut out the holes here. And that's the stall warning sensor. A lot of things they have to cut out for. Okay, so it took them about a month to put this STOL kit on. I got over there once while they were doing that, but let me show you what it looks like here. So it's they did a really nice job of installing it. As you can see, it's pretty subtle because they tried to match the paint everywhere along here. And you can see the angle of the droop decreases as you get closer in, and then increases at the wingtip. There's also some new wingtips installed here. So you can see the vents ports are just opened up in front. There's actually now a gap. There you see the old wing. That shows you how far beveled edge it goes back to me. So that shows how far the wing came forward. I also got these micro VGs installed up on the leading edge of the wing. That helps airflow and controllability at slow speeds. And then the last bit of the micro VGs is on vertical stabilizer here. So I guess this helps the rudder work at slow speeds. Anyway, it looks pretty slick. Can't wait to fly it. Oh, but the other important part of this whole thing, obviously, is the paperwork. This is the form signed by my mechanic, and of course the new weight and balance, because let's see, the wingtips subtracted 5 pounds and then the whole thing added 15 pounds, so it's about 10 pounds heavier. Still pretty decent useful load, 1429. So, and then of course the supplemental type certificate, and then the logbook entry that goes with everything. Finally, in my pilot operating handbook, we'll go back to the weight and balance section and see that here is that new weight and balance from June 11th, 2021. That's all set. I'll put that information into my ForeFlight. Awesome, so everything looks good here. I'm excited to get this out for flight and see how things have changed. But unfortunately, you might hear that I'm a little sniffly. I came back from Alaska with a head cold, and I'm not feeling up to flying today. You might remember that the FAR 6153 basically says that if you know that you have a condition that keeps you from safely flying, that you shouldn't fly. So it's up to the pilot to self-assess. And there's a little checklist that we have called I'm Safe: illness, medication, stress, alcohol, fatigue, or emotions. If you self-assess and figure you have one of these conditions that might affect your ability to fly, then you're not supposed to fly. So since I'm still sick and my head is not quite in the right frame of mind, I decided I should wait for another day. So we'll continue the video then. So it's Saturday, a couple more days went by than I thought would, but I'm feeling much better, and I'm excited to go fly. So here we go.
do I want to take off of the long runway? This is like a 10,000 foot long runway. Just in case there's an issue. I can always set it back down, taxi off. I have lots of space to do that, so.
756, my Yankee Centennial Tower, wind 3205, east departure approved, runway 35 right, clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff off at 35 right and east departure approved, 6 Mike. But here we go. Okay, full power, airspeed, 55 knots. And up we go. Whee! See, that's 1,000 feet per minute. That's crazy. There's my 400 feet. Get rid of the flaps. Pull the power back. Propeller back. And depart. As you can see, there's some cells going by. Figure out what direction they're going. Huh, they kind of look stagnant. Okay, now I can go up to 8,500. Come out here. Nobody in front of me. Pull it back to 20 inches. See what that does. 91 knots right now. Okay, bring it back to 18 inches. Gonna add some flaps. I'm away from all the traffic. They're arriving to the north today at DIA. 8,500. 17, let's see. Okay, 72. Kind of turns on a dime, doesn't it? Okay, that's at 70 knots. Wow. Pull back a little more power. Be back to 16 inches. Down to 60 knots. There's the stall warning. 50 knots. Go flying. Oh. And the autopilot. I don't remember how to turn this thing off. Oh, here we go. ESP. Off. There we go. It keeps pushing over. Okay, 46 knots. Bring it back to 14 inches. 43 knots. I don't hear that. 40 knots. I mean, that might be the stall. Yes. I think I lost 50 feet. That was definitely below 40 knots, so. Some altitude again. Turn it this way. Wow, really like turning on a point. That's crazy. And you have to like point it straight up, 20 degrees, 25. It doesn't want to stall. That's crazy. Nobody around me. Pretend that's a failure. Now I gotta pitch over. Turn, right? 45-degree turn and pull. Wow. That's crazy. Well, that was awesome. I know it's going to take a little more practice than that. See if I can get a couple touch and goes.
The wind showing out 350 at 21, goes 27.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe we'll just do a full stop. Centennial Tower, stationer 756 Mike Yankee 14 to the southeast with Charlie for a full stop.
Number 756 Mike Yankee Centennial Tower, follow Parker Road northbound.
Follow Parker Road northbound, 6 Mike Yankee.
6 Mike Yankee, straight in approach, runway 35 right.
Straight in approach, 35 right, 6 Mike Yankee, thank you. Well, it's good. Everything seems to work. Should be good. We're coming in on final approach.
Level winds or buzzers in effect. Series just report again, loss of 10 knots on final, runway 35 right.
Okay, I'll have to pay attention to that. Yeah, the wind, there's the cell, obviously, up to the north. Wreaking havoc on the winds. Okay, right on glide slope. Bring it back 15 inches. Yep, feeling those gusts about now, huh? So 75 knots, indicated 60 ground speed. How's that? It's the jet behind me's got the same problem, huh? So I was told it might float. We'll just have to see. Pretty much right on my airspeed though. Gonna land long. Aiming for that 1,000 foot. Wow. Feels like I'm not moving. There we go.
6 Mike Yankee, continue taxiing down the runway to Alpha 9er. Traffic will cross the runway downfield and contact ground point 8.
Okay, Alpha 9, ground point 8, 6 Mike Yankee, thank you. Ground stationary 756 Mike Yankee, Alpha 9 for hotel, please.
So 756 Mike Yankee, Centennial ground, cross X Alpha to the ramp.
Cross Alpha to the ramp, 6 Mike Yankee, thank you. That was fun. It'll take a little while to get used to the new flying characteristics. I'm excited for the changes and fun now. So in July, I'm going up to McCall, Idaho to do a backcountry flying class, so I'm going to get really proficient with this airplane at slow speeds, obviously. So anyway, I hope you liked that flight. Make sure to subscribe, tell all your friends, all that stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one.